Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to KB Small Engine Repair. Today I've got a quick video for you. Just wanted to show you a couple things that I use in my business that help me out. Hopefully they'll help you out or maybe give you some ideas. So these are items that I use in the pickup and delivery side of my business. They're things that help me out often. They're things that I use quite a bit. And so I thought I'd share with you what I use, and maybe they'll give you some ideas, like I said, and maybe they'll help you out. So let's get right into it, and I'll show you what I've got. So, as I said, pickup and delivery. Pickup and delivery can be kind of difficult sometimes. You don't know what you're going to show up to. You don't know where you're going, what the scene looks like. So you've always got to be prepared. Try and get as much information as you can. You know, does the machine run? Is it in the shop or in your garage? Is it in the back of the house? Whatever. But sometimes you just never know. So I always try to be as prepared as I can. And in part of that, I always carry a few pieces of equipment with me that help me be as productive, as efficient, and help me get the job done quickly. So I guess we'll just jump right in. So first thing, you show up to a job and you're riding mower, zero turn, whatever. Push mowers and things like that are obviously a little bit easier. Most of this stuff is for bigger equipment. So you show up to a customer's house and their lawnmower's got a flat tire. What do you do? A lot of times what I do is I show up to these people's house or farm or whatever, and either the homeowner's not there, they tell me where it is, or they leave it out, outside their shed, whatever. So they're not home, or they, I talk to the husband and his wife's the only one there, or their kid's the only one there. And I'm not going to ask them, hey, do you have an air compressor, whatever. So I always bring a little mobile air compressor. This is the one I use. I'm a DeWalt guy. I say a DeWalt guy. I carry the M12 Milwaukee line. I love the stubby impacts, all that stuff you guys can see in my toolbox tour, shop tour, whatever. But all my 18, 20 volt stuff is DeWalt. I've had that stuff way before. Anyways, I'm a DeWalt guy, so this is what I have. Milwaukee also makes a little compact one. I believe it's part of the M12 line, if I'm not mistaken. It's a little bit smaller than this, but this is what I have, so it works for me. You turn it on. You set the pressure of the tire. You press go, and it goes off. So I love it. You walk away. It turns off when it's good to go. It's got a pump it's got lots of things, but this is very critical for me. Pumps up the tires. You don't want to be, first and foremost, you don't want to drive the machine with a flat tire. Can cause more damage, stuff that you'll be responsible for. And then secondly, almost more importantly, is you don't want to be trying to push a machine with a flat tire. So if you've got to push a machine up to your trailer, and it's got a flat tire, what a hard day's work. So item number one that I always carry with me is a compactor, or air compressor, portable air compressor. Just one thing to keep in note: make sure your battery is always charged, or that you've got a spare battery. You don't want to get out there and try to pump up a tire and the battery's dead. So that's something very important. On the note of batteries, second thing that I always have with me is some kind of jump pack. This is the NOCO. I also have another one in my truck, actually, that I always have. I've got these in my cars and stuff because they're awesome. You don't have to jump cables to other vehicles and stuff. This is the GB40. This will actually jump vehicles, trucks, cars, whatever. It's super compact, nice little size. But again, you get out to somebody's house, they say, yeah, pick up my mower, it's just out front. And you go to start it and it just clicks, or the battery's dead. I mean, if it's a good machine and you know it's good, you're just going for a tune-up, and you know they left the key on when they pulled it out front for you or whatever. All it needs is a quick little jump, and you can drive it up on your trailer. I'd much rather do this than have to push it up on my trailer or push it all the way from their backyard up onto my trailer. So this is always something good to keep that I personally take with me, just to make my job easier. So like I said, I've always got those on hand. Again, like the jump pack, I've always got that in my vehicles just for cars, my truck. If I come across somebody stranded on the side of the road or in a parking lot, somebody comes out of the store and their car's dead. I've always got one of those. So I always make sure to have that. And then kind of the reason I wanted to make this video, something cool that I came across, that I wanted to share with you guys. So when I got my trailer, it's just a little utility trailer, nothing fancy. Can't remember the dimensions of it, but it's not big. First thing I thought of, I said, I want to put a winch on that. I want to put, well, there it goes falling. I want to mount a winch to the front. How could I do that? And then I started thinking about it. I'm going to have to build a battery box on the front, weld that up and close it, lock it, do all that sort of stuff. And I just got thinking about it. It's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go through all that. It's just too much work. So I started researching and came across a pretty cool thing online, and I picked it up, and it's been super helpful, and I've actually really enjoyed it. And for the cost of it versus building something up on my trailer, it's actually been a really great piece of equipment, and I've really enjoyed it. And it's been super worth the money. So I'll just show you guys. It is a Warn. You guys know the brand Warn. Super big name. But it is a drill powered winch. So you hook your chuck up right there, and it's drill powered. So again, my DeWalt 18 volt. I've actually got this is a 20 volt. These are my new drills, newer. I've got the old 18 volt, with the big black batteries on the bottom that I don't use anymore. And so I just carry those in my truck, and I hook it up. Like I said, it hooks up to any drill chuck, 18 volt, 12 volt, whatever. I can't remember the size of it. Just a standard drill chuck. What is it, 3/8 or something. So you tighten it down. I don't know if you kind of saw that, but you can't unwind it, and that is super handy for me. Like I said, if you've got a flat tire and you don't have your air compressor, or the battery's dead or whatever, and you've got to pull a zero turn up onto your trailer. That's near impossible to do by yourself, depending on the situation, and the terrain and whatnot. And so to have one of these is a lifesaver. It can pull 750 pounds pulling capacity. It's got 40 feet of steel braided. You can switch it out, steel or synthetic. So depending on where you're at, I had a situation where I went to pick up a zero turn that was dead. And the lady had it in the backyard in her shed. I had access to the back, but I went to back my trailer up, and she said, no, I don't want you driving your trailer on my grass. I don't want you to break my sprinklers. So I said, oh, great. This is going to be awesome. So I had this, and it wouldn't reach. It was longer than 40 feet. So I hooked it up to the back of my trailer, put it on the back post of my trailer. So that gave me a little bit distance. And then, I hooked up some straps and other things, and it's just super nice, just to be able to inch it along. So what I do is I actually get some of those, what are they called? The axle straps I'm sure you've seen, they're like yellow and black with the D-rings on them. You know, they're 24, you can get them in different lengths, but the axle straps for like four-wheelers. So I get those, and I put one around, you know, the front of my trailer, brace it so it's kind of like a big V. Put the front of this on there so it's braced, and then, you know, I'll get another one of those typically and put that on here, and then on the zero turns, you know, I'll put it around the front, like the weight bar, or you know, anywhere really, depending on where it is and the angles and stuff, anywhere you can attach it comfortably. And then I'll just crank it up, put my battery on here, and you're good to go. So you just turn it, and then you just pull it out. Pull it out to where you need it. Turn it onto the lock. Put your drill on there. Let's see if, make sure you can see it. Watch the cable on the bottom. And there you go. So pretty cool little deal. You know, it'll go through a battery pretty quick. You know, so if you make sure your battery's full, you know, make sure your battery's full. It will eat your battery pretty good. That's the only negative thing I've got on that. You know, it will go through the battery, so just keep that in mind. Make sure your battery's full. If you're going on a job or something, you know, you don't eat through the battery on this, and then you don't have your drill to use after, if you're on a job, like I said. Don't use an impact on it. You can read the reviews and stuff on it. I just wanted to show you what I use, but it's been a lifesaver for me, and I've really enjoyed it. So anyways, I know it's getting long. I told you we'd do this real quick, but those are three things that have been huge for me that I take on all my pickup and deliveries, just because sometimes I never know what I'm going to come across when I do go pick stuff up. So again, air compressor, battery pack jumper, and then a winch, battery powered winch, so you don't have to have, you know, any power, any batteries, any you know, any power. You know, you don't need a generator to hook up an electric drill, anything. You just take a cordless drill and you're good to go. So hopefully this was fun for you. Hopefully that might give you some ideas, might help some of you out who were kind of wondering about some of that stuff. But anyways, it's been good for me, and I enjoy my setup. So hopefully somebody will find this helpful. But I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate all the support I've been getting. If this video was helpful for you, please give me that thumbs up. You know, it really helps me out. Consider subscribing for more videos. Hit that notification bell so it notifies you when I do upload new videos. I try to upload every week, typically Sundays and Wednesdays-ish. But thank you all for watching again. And as always, make a choice to have a great day. Thank you all for watching.